KebG weather overview. We are looking at the opposite of what we had in December 2021. I think this month will be remembered as a cold month going forward. We had a few warm days to start the month, but I think those are long gone now with temperatures at or below normal. This is the 8 to 14 day outlook off of the Climate Prediction Center. This would take us through Christmas week. And they have coast to coast cold, pretty much, with a few exceptions. But you can see the moral of the story is that the weather pattern is going to be promoting a lot of cold around the tri-state area and a lot of cold nationwide. So gear up for the holiday season and get ready for bouts of cold and possibly some storminess to go with it. So I think we have a couple of shots here in the next 2 to 3 weeks, just given the overall pattern, to see snow all the way down to the coast. It'll be a question of timing, and it'll be a question of how the storms track. But needless to say, we're going to be in watch mode now. I'm getting excited about the pattern, and I think that it will generate some snow chances around here the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'd be disappointed if it doesn't. Now, this tool off the Weather Prediction Center, it shows you the highest chance of up to 4 inches of snow for the upcoming snowfall for tomorrow. And you can see that it's really confined to the mid-Hudson Valley and west of the Hudson River. This is not really a strong system by any means. This is a very weak system moving through the pipeline, but it is going to generate accumulating snow in these areas, and this is the best chance for 4 inches. Now, if you play with this tool here, this is the best chance for 2 inches. So you can see it goes up exponentially with the lesser amounts. If you play with this tool here on the Weather Prediction Center website, it's a very handy tool, especially when you're dealing with minor snowfall accumulations like the one we have upcoming. Now, when we turn to the models, this is the GFS model, and it brings snow and a rain-snow mix through here tomorrow afternoon, probably between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. it starts out. And it's basically rain along the coast, but the aforementioned areas, they're going to see accumulating snow, especially for the mid-Hudson Valley and points east from there across central New England. Now, that storm gets out of the way, and then a new storm takes over. This is going to be a news-making weather feature. This is going to start out in the plains, and it's going to bring, not only is it going to bring a paralyzing blizzard to the Dakotas and parts of Minnesota, but it's going to bring severe weather and heavy rain across the mid-Mississippi Valley. Here we are into Wednesday. Now, as this storm comes east of the Rockies, it's going to develop into a coastal storm, I think. We're going to see one low center go up to the north and stay and kind of linger over the Midwest, and then a new storm system is going to take over along the eastern seaboard, and this is by Thursday afternoon. So we see a lot of heavy rain developing over the Carolinas and into Florida and Georgia, and that precipitation is going to slowly creep north. Now, how this all evolves is going to be very, very important as to whether the tri-state area sees just the plain old rain, or whether we see accumulating snow on the backside of this system. So there's a lot of stuff to be worked out here. Here we are into Friday morning. This is only one run of the GFS. It has a low center basically over Atlantic City, and that would give the area basically a cold, dreary rain. But you can see there's plenty of snow inland over central Pennsylvania, central New York. They could be dealing with their first significant snowfall of the season. As for us, this low center slowly pulls away, and by Saturday morning, depending on the track of the storm, we could be seeing a rain changing over to a snow situation for the entire area. Now, that particular run of the model doesn't show that. But why I'm concerned is if we look at another model, the Canadian, it's a little bit further east with the low center, and it's more intense. So if you had a low center that was further east and more intense, there's a chance, anyway, that cold air could build in on the backside of the system, and rain could change over to snow at the end on Saturday morning all the way to the coastal plain. So that's what I'm looking at for the end of the week. A lot of stuff has to be worked out with that one. That's going to be a very interesting scenario for the end of the week, Friday into Saturday. As far as temperatures go, we're basically back to where we should be this time of year. Sunday, our highs will generally be in the low 40s, hence why we're looking at probably a rain-snow mix along the coast, or mainly rain, but maybe a few flakes mixed in. You have to go further north to see any snow chances. And then for Monday, back down to 42. Tuesday, it looks like we're basically with the same, with highs generally around 40. And basically quiet weather once we have the light precipitation move through on Sunday. And our high temperatures basically stay the same for Wednesday, generally in the 40s. And maybe warming up a little bit on Thursday as our next weather system approaches from the south. and how that all evolves remains to be seen. So a lot going on. Gear up. It's going to be a stormy, cold end to December, it looks like, from all accounts. And we are going to be monitoring storm chances, I think, in the long run, not only at the end of this week, but possibly into Christmas week as well.